Alright, Awakened Intuitives, welcome back and welcome to any new Awakened Intuitives. Natalie here. I'm back for part 2 of Venstra and Brenner, okay? This is a part 2. I just barely ended with part 1 and I'm going right back into it. I haven't even stood up, so I want to finish this reading. Thank you guys for being here. All of this information is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, this is part 2 on Venstra and Brenner. I've had about 61 questions. I reached to number 30 in part 1. I had a bunch more other questions, and so it took a lot longer than what I was anticipating and expecting and all that, but that's okay. So I suggest you please go watch part 1 just so we get a better idea. And I have that time stamped. I have a prayer in there, I have a singing bowl, and I have the information on these two men. So if you want to know a little bit better on how to understand this video, part 2, I suggest you watch part 1. So again, thank you so much. All this information is for entertainment purposes only. I do want to light my stuff for you guys and get this going again. It's so funny because I lit my resin and I had it on coal so it'd burn, and at first it was going out a little too quickly, and so I put huge chunks of frankincense on there and it just was like smoking me out so bad. It was so funny. It was quite funny. All right, there's the sage. Keep that going for a little bit anyway. Man, the ashes. Okay, so we are gonna move on to my last question was, did someone use a weapon on Dylan? And I got the strength card, and that to me is a yes. Okay, all right, so my next question, I'm gonna pick out another deck and put away this one, and we're gonna use the Millennium Thoth Tarot. Ooh, the wind's picking up. Okay, so if so, was it a firearm? This is my next question, okay? And I got a yes with that strength card. So if so, was it a firearm used on Dylan? A firearm. Wow. So many wands. So much fire energy. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. Passion. And there's a lion. Look at that. I just got the strength card with the lion, and there's a lion on this Prince of Wands. And this is the Knight of Wands. This is very quick in and out. Okay, and it can be a vehicle. And he's holding this wand that's got some kind of figure on it. Guys, and he's got the sun symbol behind his head. This to me is, yes, it was a firearm. This to me is, yes, it was a firearm. Let me find this and I'll hold it up for you so you can see it. Wow, that just signifies like, or that is like a big yes. That, I can't even think of the word right now, clarifies this strength card that he was hurt by a weapon and that it was a firearm. Okay, so the prince kneels on his chariot, arms stretched out wide. A lion pulls the vehicle forward. The prince wears no clothing and displays a lion tattoo and flames all over his body. His crown is solar in nature, with the rays of transmitting in all directions. A winged lion appears behind him. It's not certain if it's attached to the crown. He holds a phoenix head wand in his right hand, and the reins connecting to the tiger dangle loosely over his left. It says the phoenix. He holds a phoenix head on the wand. We had a phoenix in part 1. Okay. Boldly making strides forward. Expose yourself in full glory. Have an endless abundance of energy to command. Okay. That's very quickly in and out. Okay. Yes, I do think there was a firearm used. Did Brenner harm Dylan the day Dylan disappeared? Did Brenner harm Dylan? Wow. Okay. We've no way. No way. We just got 2 major arcanas. No way. And we got the freaking Hierophant. It looks like, this one looks like Chase without the beard. Just like what my subscriber said. And we have the Fool. my God. Did Brenner harm Dylan the day Dylan disappeared? So the Hierophant is Taurus energy, number 5. 5 is challenges and changes. And the Hierophant is a leader, leadership. He holds the key to the knowledge. It can be conformity, rules, establishments. There's the lion and the freaking bull and the eagle and a mask and the elephants. He's got that key. Let me read this out of the freaking guidebook. Oh my God. Oh my God. So look at that. Look at that. Okay, it says a spiritual ruler sits on a throne bearing 2 elephant heads. These connect the card to Indian equivalent of Taurus. The Hierophant wears orange vestments. The pentagram prominently displays ideals of the elements and their use in mystery tradition instructions. The 4 masks in each corner represent aspects of various mystery schools. The Hierophant holds a 3-ring scepter in his right hand. His left hand is open and gestures downwards, receptive to receiving information. The alchemical symbol for earth rests on a disc at his feet. Behind him is a stained glass representation of the Hermetic Rose Cross and an Ouroboros. Receptive to knowledge from a higher source, awaken to understanding, connect to your divine guardian angel. Sorry, I moved. Look at his face, you guys. It does look like Chase without the beard. Okay, now the Fool is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. We got that in the very beginning of part 1 for a while. And this is 0 out of the major arcana. The Fool is a leap of faith, trusting the fall, jumping into the unknown, immature, irresponsible, spontaneous, adventurous. A man dressed in green stands with his feet firmly planted on the planet below him. Red streaks in his green hair, which also has thorns in it. He smiles as he stares straight ahead. A ball of flame emerges from his left hand. Water pours out from the cup in his right hand. He wears a cape of ripe grapes. The Hebrew letter for Aleph and the alchemical symbol for air appears on his chest. His belt, adorned with a bright yellow sun, hides his sexuality. That one too, okay? A tiger climbs his right leg. A crocodile appears behind his left. The 12 symbols of the zodiac tumble down as coins to his right as well. The butterfly of transformation and the dove of innocence hover in the air. Playfulness and mirth. Transcend the physical plane with your thoughts. Create new situations with an open mind. That could be 2 different energies, you guys. It could be a Hierophant energy. That could possibly be Chase. And the Fool. That could be Chase. This is so interesting. I think that's interesting. Did Brenner harm Dylan the day he disappeared? And we just got 2 energies. How about this? Did Brenner and Venstra harm Dylan the day Dylan disappeared? 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is childhood memories, childhood past. Don't you let your past hold you back. Your past, or somebody you've known for a while. And, well, Brenner was a family friend. I don't know how long he knew Chase for. Let's find Cups. 6 golden cups rise up from the waters on golden stems. Each cup has a yellow lotus flower pouring water in each cup. The cups are printed with a coiled serpent on them. Their stems made of 4 discs. The cups fill but do not overflow. The symbols for Sun and Scorpio line center and in the bottom of the card. Take pleasure in life's offerings. Indulge in your desires. Remember what is alive lives. All right. Okay, so now on to question 33. Did Dylan try to run? Did Dylan try to run? Did Dylan try to run? My goodness. Did Dylan try to run? Huh. We got 3. which is interesting. We've got the Knight of Cups. Again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. He's the one that wears his heart on his sleeve. He's sensitive, sympathetic. He pours his emotions and feelings out there, and he gets hurt a lot, so he doesn't always finish the race. There's a white peacock on here. Did Dylan try to run? And then we've got the 10 of Pentacles. That could be his farm, all of his hard work. 10 of Pentacles is your most financial, abundant life. It could be emotional life as well. Your structure, stability. And we've got the Ace of Swords. Ace can be, yes, swords is clarity and truth. I think he did try to run. I think this is his energy. And there's the 10 of Pentacles. I think that's all of his hard work. Okay. And then we've got the Ace of Swords, truth, clarity. I think he did try to run. Okay. If so, is that why his boots were tossed? If so, was that why his boots were tossed? Was because he was wanting to run? The Empress? Really? Empress is earthly, Gaia, Mother Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Number 3 can be communication, transportation, journeys. The Empress can be giving birth to something or pregnant with something. Maybe he was pregnant with an idea to do that, to toss his boots, because I think he tossed his boots. And onto Earth. Okay. Very interesting. Did Dylan try to get away? Did Dylan try to get away? What the heck? Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh. So this is the Sagittarius, Aries, Leo fire action. There's a cheetah on here, and she's holding a wand with a pine cone. I've got one on each side. Pineal gland, third eye. She's got the sun around her head, like as a crown. Did he try to get away? I think so. I think after he like stood up for himself though. I think he stood up for himself first. And look at that cheetah. Reminds me of Chase a little bit. Hopefully you can see. The Queen of Wands sits on an ethereal chair made of yellow energy. She wears a golden bodice imprinted with the sign for Pisces and long flowing skirts. Her crown spreads tall with 12 rays. A winged lion appears behind her. The queen's eyes are closed as she rests her right hand lovingly against a leopard. Oh, it's a leopard. It's a leopard. Yeah, okay. You know what? That is not a leopard. No way. This is a cheetah. This is a cheetah on the card. In the book it says leopard. This is a cheetah. Look at the cheetah. That is a cheetah. Yeah, that's not a leopard. That's a cheetah. In the book it says leopard. This is a freaking cheetah. Okay. All right. So it says, a long wand rests against her body, topped with a fir cone. Connecting her the mysteries of Bacchus. Peace comes while the chaos reigns around you. Chaos reigns around you. Interesting. Focus your attention inwards to listen to the creative forces. Enjoy the process. Wow. My gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Was Dylan chased by someone in a vehicle? It just fell on there. What is it? Princess of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. Oh, we got 3 cards. The Star. And the Queen of Swords. Wow. All right, so the Princess of Pentacles. This is the Page of Pentacles. This is that planting that new seed to grow the abundance that you, it's like an opportunity, a message, an offer to grow the abundance that you've been really working hard to get. Man, she's got long braids. I love it. Okay. And then the Star is Aquarius energy, a wish fulfillment, vulnerability, vulnerable. I think he was vulnerable. And then the Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, truth, justice. will cut through to the truth. Cut out nonsense, will protect her emotions. And she's holding some dude's head. Okay? All right, I'll show you the Princess of Pentacles while I read it. I think he was chased by a vehicle, probably. Okay, the Princess of Pentacles stands at the ready in the center of a lush forest. She wears a fur cloak and a tightly fitting dress made of light green fabrics. Her long brown hair is braided. She is ready for action. A crown of goat horns appears on her head. She wields a bronze spear topped with an orange octahedron. She carries a disc filled with many flower petals and a yin-yang at the center. This design represents the idea that the universe and everything in it, springs out from the one, the yin-yang. A stone altar is partially visible to her left. The protector of the earth, diligent and aware of everything, ability to apply the forces of creation to do your bidding. Now the star, I'll read you the star. Okay, a woman gazes up into a rose-colored cup. A star tumbles out of the cup, bathing her face in light. Her long blue hair hangs down over her naked body. She kneels at the edge of a lake. 2 more stars spiral blue and purple energy out into the universe. A secondary silver cup pours out the contents into the waters. The 2 cups represent the north and south poles of attraction. The crystals represent the older ages as they grow as slow as crystals in nature. Written below the grouping is the astrological symbols for Aquarius. Allow the spiritual blessings to pour over you. This is a time to refocus your ideas so they can manifest. Let inspiration guide you true. Okay. Now the Queen of Swords. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to read all of this. I just want to get you all the information that we possibly can about these guys. The Queen of Swords sits on a invisible chair. She wears a loose-fitting bodice with a cherub on the chest, and blue skirts whirl around her. Her hair hangs loose, and she does not wear a crown. Instead, rays of blue and green light appear behind her. She holds the head of a man in her left hand and a sword in her right. A cold and calculating personality, observing more than normal, speaking your truth while ignoring lies. Okay, I think it's a really good possibility he was chased by a vehicle. If so, was it Dylan's truck? If so, was it Dylan's truck that was pressure washed? That was my question. And we got Ace of Pentacles. I think Dylan was chased, and I think he was chased by his own freaking truck. Ace of Pentacles. Aces is yes. Pentacles can be material things. Trucks. I gotta get another deck. Making messes. Okay. Oh, it is so freaking hot. I don't want to turn on my fan because it's like kind of loud. Okay, we're gonna use Tarot of Dreams. Yeah, I think he was chased by his own freaking truck. And then, oh, I took this as a note. So right when I was writing that question down about him being chased by a vehicle and if it was his own truck that was pressure washed, okay, so I asked this question: why was the driver's seat in Dylan's truck moved forward? While I was writing this down, I said I pictured in my head, like I got this image in my head that someone was getting out of the truck and like hurrying and like just throwing the seat forward to get out of there like quickly. Like that's what I had an image in my head. It was like kind of a bigger dude that got out and just pushed it forward so that nobody would know a bigger person drove it. Like he may have thought that Dylan was just tiny and needed it pushed forward all the way, and they just didn't think it through, and that it was like fast, quick, and like push it forward so it doesn't look like somebody bigger than Dylan drove the truck. That's what I pictured. Okay, so let's ask, why was the driver's seat in Dylan's truck moved forward? Why was the driver's seat in Dylan's truck moved forward? instead of somebody smaller and tinier than Dylan, I think it was a bigger dude that just pushed it forward all the way. No. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, Cups. 9 of Cups can be that overindulgence. It can be alcohol, mind altered, and it can be a wish her to the universe after all your hard work. But this can be overindulgence. So look at the grapes. They make wine. So was this because of alcohol? That like the person was drunk? Was this because the person was drunk and they just didn't think it completely through? Was this why? Can you see that on there? See that right there? 9 of Cups, another Cups, and look, Tree of Life. This tarot has a Tree of Life. So we have the 9 of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. He wears his heart on his sleeve. This is so funny. That's crazy. Cups can be emotions and feelings. Sensitive, sympathetic, empathetic, gets hurt a lot, doesn't always finish the race. And then the Tree of Life. It's like your roots. Your roots, the tree. Let's read this out of the guidebook, this guidebook. I think it was like, I think this person was drinking and he just didn't think it all the way through at that moment. And he just pushed the seat up all the way. That's my thought and feeling. While the page floats near the surface, the knight plunges straight into the depths. A figure of fantasy, he rides a seahorse, and on his shield he bears a cup motif. He is a champion of love. He lives and dies for love. He is in love with love. Many think this knight would be the perfect lover, but a steady diet of his romanticism would probably become tiresome after a while. Nonetheless, without his energy, the world would be a dull place indeed. The Knight of Cups represents a stage when one's focus is on emotional matters. Care must be taken that this focus does not turn into obsession. Knights are doing. The Knight of Cups recommends that you take emotional matters into your own hands. All too often, we find ourselves paralyzed in relationships, indecisive and incapable of responding. The Knight tells us to dive into the deep end of the pool. Interesting. Deep end of the bottle? Seriously. 2/3 Scorpio, 1/3 Libra. The Knight of Cups appreciates the beauty of his beloved Libra, which he worships in an extravagant intensity. Scorpio. Okay, now the Tree of Life. Wow, where would that be? Oh, can I find it? Oh, can I find it? Can you hear my kids fighting? Everybody can hear you. Gotta fight, don't they? Okay, where's the Tree of Life? Seriously. I've got to find it. I've got to find it. I don't know. I don't even know where it is. Well, the Tree of Life is your roots. Roots. Why is it not here? I don't even see it. Why can't I find the Tree of Life? Roots, Tree of Life. Branches. Wow, I cannot believe this. I can't find it. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. I cannot find it. Why? They added this card in there. I cannot find it. Anyway, roots. Tree of Life. He does have a history of, well, I'm saying Brenner has a history. And Chase has a history. Okay. Wow. All right, so now let's move on. This is so interesting. Did Brenner drive Dylan's truck? Knight of Coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the dark horse. He always finishes the race. It can be an offer, business offer, financial offer. Maybe, and it could be the breadcrumbs too. Gosh dang it. Personality, a Knight of Coins is ready to rush in and tackle the task at hand. Unlike other decks which show this knight sitting quietly on his horse, the Tarot of Dreams Knight of Coins is charging into the fray, thus staying true to the impetuosity of the knights. He is capable of patience when engaged in long, tedious projects, as is evidenced by the huge red rock mountain his horse is about to climb. But once he decides on his direction, he is anxious to begin. Knights are completely focused on their tasks. The Knight of Coins takes pleasure in his work for the work's sake, and thus is often found fully engrossed in what might seem to others to be a menial or tedious chore. He could perhaps be an athlete who has the determination to self-discipline to succeed in sport. A stage in a task or project, one must buckle down, buckle, and get one's hands dirty. Buckle! I think he did drive his truck, Dylan's truck. Knights are doing rather than desiring, planning or directing that something of a physical nature be built, changed, or worked with. The Knight of Coins suggests that you actually go out and do it. If you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. Are you serious? 2/3 Taurus, 1/3 Aries, slow, steady, and responsible Taurus. The Knight is nevertheless eager to begin, Aries. Oh my gosh. I think he did. Okay, and then the next question was, did Brenner take his guns to DH's because he knew Dylan disappeared? Did Brenner take his guns to DH's because he knew Dylan disappeared? Two of Swords, difficult decisions. Feeling blindfolded about difficult decisions. Not knowing what to decide. Okay. But was this because he knew Dylan disappeared? Was this because he knew Dylan disappeared? Queen of Coins. We just had that Knight of Coins. Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Material things. Possessions. Can be finances. She's the most financial abundant queen. Possessions and materials. Those were his possessions. Okay. All right, now, was Brenner trying to conceal his weapons because he knew police would be coming? The Star. Yep. Aquarius energy. Wish fulfillment, vulnerability, Star being presence, Star being guidance. Yeah, Aquarius energy. I think so. I think he knew the police were coming, so he went to go conceal his weapons. A woman gazes up into a rose-colored cup. Oh, I have the wrong book. Oopsies. Because I knew we already read that one. We want this one. Calmness, a meditative state, quieting the mind so that one may gain clarity, hope, seeing the next appropriate step. Okay. Ooh, this one's a bit long, you guys, so bear with me, okay? After the frying pan of the devil and the fire of the tower, the fool at this point surely deserves some comfort and in the star he gets it. In this gentle, serene picture, a nude woman pours water from 2 pitchers. In the traditional image, water flows from one pitcher into a stream and from another pitcher onto the land on which the woman kneels. On the Tarot of Dreams card, the woman instead hovers over a boundless body of water, and a rainbow streams emerge from her pitchers. Rainbow. Okay, rainbow. All right. One can glean much about this card by simply immersing oneself in it. Imagine yourself floating at night under a starry sky above the ocean. Before you, a beautiful woman gradually comes into view. Stars sparkle like fireflies around her, on her forehead and in her hair. The waves are calm and the rainbow streams converge to form a shining star. How does this picture make you feel? This card, more than any other in the deck, has a quality of timelessness that serves to quiet the mind. It could suggest a meditative state or simply the peaceful feeling that comes after a huge upheaval. Interesting, such as that pictured on the previous card, the Tower. The cool, crisp air, the starlight, and the transparent pictures suggest clarity and clear-headedness. These are crucial concepts because it's important to understand that the atmosphere invoked by the star isn't one of fantasy or escapism, but rather a cool-headed alertness and aliveness. If you've ever meditated, you know that after you're done, your mind feels calm, at rest, yet clear, with your perceptions sharpened. Well, after he dropped those off, I bet he felt a lot more better. Okay. The kind of hope addressed on this card is a realistic hope, where your calm state of mind and your clear vision are able to discern possibilities available to you. But realistic doesn't mean we should only hope for small things. If your hope is to become a rock star, this might be a very realistic goal indeed. If you have the talent, temperament, and self-discipline for it, the star card encourages you to take the next logical step towards your goal. This inspiration is often felt as a kind of grace, as if we had been touched by an angel's feather or by a rainbow stream from a star woman's pitcher. Sadi means fish hook. An angler must maintain a quiet demeanor while he casts his line so that he doesn't scare away the fish. Aquarius is a sign of unconventional thinking, which enables you to perceive options and opportunities not usually discernible. There we go. Interesting. Yeah, I think he knew the police were coming for sure. Okay. Does more than 2 people know what happened to Dylan? 2 of Cups, Hangman. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay. This is interesting. 2 of Cups is 2 energies. It can be a relationship. It's 2 energies mixing. And then the Hangman is a whole new perspective, looking at things differently. It could be sacrifice as well. So yeah, I think so. I think there's more than 2 energies. And they stem from, I think there's more energies that stem from 2 main ones. Because there's 2 cups, there's 2 swans, but the cups have, each of them have 2 mermaids as well. And then the Hangman. That is so interesting. I think so. All right. Now, does anyone in the community that were not involved with Dylan's disappearance know where Dylan is? Does anyone in the community that was not involved with his disappearance know where Dylan is? Oh my gosh. Seriously? Okay, so the first one is the High Priestess. Second one is the Palace of Coins. The High Priestess. I definitely think so. It could be female energy. Because the High Priestess just reminds me of more of a female energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. The High Priestess, she sees but doesn't speak. She knoweth but doesn't speak. It says darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. She holds the key. She holds the knowledge. So yeah, I think so. And then the Palace of Coins, which is the Palace of Pentacles. This is the palace of your most financial, abundant life. It could be a woman with money. It could just possibly be a woman with money. The other palaces are fun places to visit, but the Palace of Coins is where we live. Here is where we feel safe and secure, where we can tend to our earthly needs, where we can be kings and queens of our own castle. Here also we can experience the four elemental energies as fully human attributes: the intellectual owl, the impetuous deer, the moody frog, and the mundane mouse. Oh, okay. The mountains in the background are more distant than in the Palace of Wands. The dreams and goals remain, but home is always waiting when we need a rest from the journey. Think about that one, maybe. Okay. All right. Let's move on. If so, is it a woman? That was my next question. I think it's a woman. Is it a woman? Is it a woman? Is it a woman, please? That's funny. Is it a woman? Faith. This is the strength card. Leo, fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is Leo, though. Faith. Praying. Strength, courage, taming the beast, the lion, and the lamb. Wow. That's a yes for me. I think it's a woman with money, honestly. I think she knows where Dylan is, but wasn't specifically involved with his disappearance, but I think she knows where Dylan is. I'm believing deeply in something, finding meaning above and beyond the material world. Philosophy, religious teachings, and traditions, a conceptual framework against which things can be placed in context. In the preceding cards, the Fool has discovered the underpinnings of consciousness. The Magician and the Priestess provide mechanisms which enable him to function in the world, while the Empress and Emperor teach him rudimentary ways of seeing the world. But as these mechanisms grow in sophistication and complexity, they also present multiplying challenges. Under the Magician's tutelage, we may fall prey to unscrupulous mentors. The priests may mislead us with illusions and chimeras and wishful thinking. The Empress can smother and stifle our individuality, and the Emperor can exemplify the worst that humanity has to offer, as evidenced by mankind's tragic history. Okay, Hebrew letter Vav means nail. In the Faith card, we seek to nail down philosophies and beliefs through intellectual means, as a nail penetrates, so we can attempt to penetrate the unknown through the power of conscious thought. Nail, so it's like, is there some kind of like construction company or house builder or something, okay? Astrology. Taurus is a sign of creating practical, conservative routines. This relates to the aspects of faith that deal with creating and then remaining faithful to the frameworks and structures of meaning. Oh, this is not the Strength card. I'm so sorry. This is the Hierophant. I'm so sorry. This is the Hierophant, Taurus energy. The Hierophant is a leader. Conformity, rules, establishments, faith, a leader. Okay, let me ask this. Is this a man? Is this a man? Oh my gosh. Is this a man? We got that builder in, I think, Dylan's first reading. Is this a man? Ooh, okay. We have the Six of Swords. There's a red vehicle. This is moving on to troubled waters, moving to a more calmer ground. It can be travel. And we have the moon. Pisces energy. Subconscious, hidden, unknown, unseen. Secrets, lies. It could be a man and a woman, because the moon is maternal. It could possibly be a man or a woman, a man and a woman. Okay, Does Brenner know the Wadsworth well? Does Brenner... Whoa! Judgment. Judgment is the most yes card out of the entire tarot. Oh, yeah, he does. Brenner knows the Wadsworth very well. Judgment is made a decision. Yes. Judgment call. That's a huge, huge yes. Yeah, Brenner knows the Wadsworth well. Okay. If so, did Brenner tell them anything about what happened to Dylan? If so, did Brenner tell them anything about what happened to Dylan? If so, did Brenner tell them anything that happened, what happened to Dylan? Knight of Wands, the fire. My gosh, fire, passion, Knight of Wands, quickly in and out. Oh, he may have quickly told them a little something. Quickly in and out. Action taking. Confident. Okay. Oh, has Venstra been telling the truth from the beginning? Has Venstra been telling the truth since the beginning? Oh my God, what happened? The sun and the world. I had a feeling Venstra has been quite honest. I don't know about everything, but I think the majority. Look, the sun. The sun is a yes. The sun is abundance, joy, happiness, all good things. And it's a yes. So for me, the judgment is the most yes. The sun is the most second yes. And we have the world. The world, it can be travel. It can be fulfillment and completion, endings and beginnings. I think he has been for the majority of everything. I think Chase Venstra has been telling the majority of the truth. So let's ask this. Is Venstra hiding anything at all from the authorities about Dylan's disappearance? Is Venstra hiding anything at all about Dylan's disappearance? Okay, so we have the Eight of Coins, which is the Eight of Pentacles. This is a job, working, creating, trying to master something. So it could have something to do with work. Something to do with work. Okay. All right. Wow, you guys. How is Venstra feeling right now? How is Venstra feeling right now? I'm going to get another deck. How is Venstra feeling right now? Nine of Swords, totally. This is can't eat, sleep, think, anxiety, depression in your head. This is the most like terrible mindset. Okay, and now how is Brenner feeling right now? Queen of Cups. Is he feeling that well? Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. She's the seer. She can channel. She's empathetic, sympathetic, caring, nurturing, motherly. I think he's feeling like pretty good. I think he's feeling pretty freaking good. Okay, does Brenner think Dylan will be found? Does Brenner think Dylan will be found? Ten of Wands. Tens usually no for me. Wow. Ten of Wands is taking the action to put your burdens down, pack your bags, get a restart. I don't think Brenner thinks Dylan's going to be found. Does Venstra think Dylan's going to be found? Four of Pentacles. Holding back, greedy, hoarding, holding on too tightly. What is this? What is this? Four of Pentacles. This holding back too tightly. Ace of Wands, really? Does Venstra think Dylan will be found? Ace. He's holding on to that of he may be holding on to sharing that he feels Dylan's gonna be found. Look, Ace of Wands. And this is action taking, it could be erection. But yeah. That's a yes, that Venstra thinks Dylan will be found, but Brenner doesn't think so. Interesting, right? Okay. All right, we're almost there, you guys. Woo. Okay, is Dylan on his property? Is Dylan on his property? Is Dylan on his property? Ooh. Five of Cups. This is regret and draining. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. He could be within like 5 miles of his property. So let's ask this. Is Dylan on somebody else's property? The Emperor? The Emperor. Aries energy. Fire. Again, fire. Taking action. I think he's on somebody else's property. Yeah, okay. All right. Emperor. He holds a chess piece. He takes action. He always wins. He holds the key. Masculine. Male influence. The divine masculine. He may be on somebody else's property. Okay. Has Brenner murdered anyone before? Has Brenner murdered anyone before? Oops. Has Brenner murdered anyone before? King of Wands. Wow, more fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Fire, action. The King of Wands takes action. He may have tried, because he got that attempted murder. Remember? Back in Maryland? He tried. In the past. So I'm asking about the past, okay? Was Brenner hanging out with a woman at the time of Dylan's disappearance? Was Brenner hanging out with a woman at the time of Dylan's disappearance? King of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be a male. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. He's the most financial, abundant king. It could be somebody with money. I think it's somebody with money and good possessions, possible good property, company, something. It's about lineage, solid, reliable. Okay. All right. Was Venstra hanging out with a woman at the time of Dylan's disappearance? Was Venstra hanging out with a woman at the time of Dylan's disappearance? Yeah. Yeah. I got the Empress. This is the divine feminine. A female energy. That's a big yes. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's a huge yes. Venstra was hanging out with a woman during the time of Dylan's disappearance. Oh my gosh. I got that Venstra was. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is just going just crazy directions, you guys. Okay. All right. I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Pocket Tarot. Okay. Wow. How about this? Is this woman from Lucin, or let's say Box Elder County? Is this woman from Box Elder County? Is this female energy from Box Elder County? Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. Wears his heart on his sleeve. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Sensitive, sympathetic, caring. Gets hurt a lot. Doesn't always finish the race. Let's read that out of the guidebook. If she's from Box Elder County. What the heck? Son of Cups. Let's find Cups. Luckily, it's tiny. Artistic, introspective. Like all of the Cups family, the Sun truly excels within the arts. He's usually a musician or visual artist of some kind, and he finds success with this field. His natural tendency to look inward adds to his charm and mystique. To others, he may seem secretive and even peaceful, while deep inside he carries a dark kernel of intensity. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So let's see. In my previous readings, is Brenner the magician? In my previous readings, was Brenner the magician? I don't think so, because we've not had really, for Brenner. Did we get the magician for Brenner? I'm gonna have to look back in part 1. I don't think so. And if anything, it was like one time. I think the magician's somebody else. So this is 2 of Swords. This is difficult decisions. In your head about difficult decisions. I think these like this fire's energy. Okay, does Brenner feel he was going to be convinced of murder? Convicted of murder. Does Brenner feel he's going to be convicted of murder? 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is making plans, embarking, trading. I think he can make it. He thinks he can make a deal, or make plans on what to do. Okay. Does Venstra feel he's going to be convicted of murder? Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. That's a stinky offer, or an unexpected offer that comes in and you're unsure how to feel about it. I think he's just unsure how to feel about it. Wow. Okay. Was anyone mad at Dylan because of money? Was anyone mad at Dylan because of money? This is the 8 of Wands. Swift, quick, and communication. Yeah, I think so. Swift, quick, and it could possibly be communication. Let's read that one out of the guidebook. My poor family they're waiting for me all patiently. They're so sweet. Sudden movement or change. The 8 of Wands strikes like lightning. It's a card of news, change, or clarity in an unresolved situation. You might hear from an old friend out of the blue or receive some surprising news that shifts the direction of your course. This is very interesting, isn't it? Okay. This card sometimes means literal movement is on the horizon, so be ready to travel if the opportunity arises. Swift, quick movement. Possible communication. Okay. Was Brenner mad at Dylan because he could no longer work for Dylan? I think that's right. Was Brenner mad at Dylan because he could no longer work for Dylan? Wow, no way. The Sun. That's a yes. The Sun is fire. So Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. Again, fire. This is joy, abundance, happiness, growth. This is a yes. That's interesting. Okay. Was Dylan hit with his own truck? Was Dylan hit with his own truck? Whoa. Yes. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel. Truck. Wheel. And the freaking Hierophant. You guys. Buy the Hierophant. The Wheel of Fortune. Fate, destiny, karma, cycling of karmic lessons, wheel turning and spinning. I think he was hit by his own freaking truck. By the Hierophant. It can be Taurus energy. He holds the key and the knowledge. He's like a leader. Let's read the Wheel of Fortune first and then the Hierophant. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. We're very close and we're like bam, bam, bam all of a sudden. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Where is it? There it is. Destiny, change of course. Whether day or night, the wheel of fortune is always in motion. Some call it fate, others destiny. It's possible to go for months or years without feeling its presence. But when this card appears, the eye of the wheel is fixed upon you. Don't be surprised if there's a change of course heading your way. Something you'd least expect. Whatever happens to you during this time, know that it is bringing you closer to your life's purpose. Now the Hierophant. Gosh. Mentor seeking knowledge. In its simplest form, the Hierophant represents a mentor or teacher. This card signifies a hunger for knowledge, whether it is in the practical or the spiritual realm. You've come as far as you can on your own. Now it's the time to deepen your practice. Don't hesitate. Join a class. Go to a workshop. Don't be afraid of new experiences. A new ceremony or ritual may prove to be both comforting and rewarding. Open your heart and your teacher will soon appear. Teacher. Was Brenner thinking he was like Dylan's teacher? Was Brenner feeling he was like Dylan's teacher? Okay, what do we got? Oh, Ace. Aces is a yes. That's Ace of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. 1, 2. 2 of Pentacles is juggling an imbalance, trying to balance. And we've got the 7 of Wands, victoriousness, victory, spotlight, self-recognition. It's like he wanted self-recognition because he felt like a freaking leader, like the Hierophant towards Dylan or to Dylan. Wow. Wow. Okay. Does the FBI have more on Brenner that will tie him to Dylan's disappearance? Does the FBI have more on Brenner that will tie him to Dylan's disappearance? Do they have more information on Brenner that'll tie him to Dylan's disappearance? 10 of Wands. 10's usually no for me. Maybe not yet. 10 of Wands is taking an action to pack your bags, to put your burdens down and get a restart, new beginnings. I don't think they do yet. Do they have more on Venstra that would tie him to Dylan's disappearance? Do they have more on Venstra? The Lovers. The Lovers can be 2 energies, a relationship, connections. They could be the 2 of Cups. That is a big possibility. 2 energies. Okay, and then did Dylan threaten Brenner at all? Eight of Swords. That's mental imprisonment. Feeling really tied up in your head. Mental imprisonment. I think that he just had mental imprisonment. And then did Dylan threaten Venstra at all? Let's try this again. Did Dylan threaten Venstra at all? The Magician. There's the Magician. This one's a leopard. The other one wasn't a leopard. That was a cheetah. This is a leopard. The Magician's number 1. 1 is a yes for me. The Magician is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. He's manifesting manipulative magic. The Magician. That's a possibility. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles, single independent energy. And maybe the moneymaker. He may have. See, there's the Magician again. That's a leopard. And then the 9 of Pentacles. We're almost done, you guys. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. Okay. Was it a team effort to make Dylan disappear? Was it a team effort to make Dylan disappear? 4 of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is that holding back, holding on too tightly. It could be hoarding, a user, greedy. Possible four energies tied together. Look, it's a group of pentacles tied together. There's four total. Okay. Let's see here. And were any of Venstra's guns going towards Lucin, Utah? Were any of Venstra's guns going towards Lucin area, Box Elder County? Three swords in the heart, three-way heartbreak. Three swords in the heart. It could be three-way hurt. Goodness gracious, where is it? Betrayal, heartbreak, turmoil. Interesting. Swords is a weapon, a dark and complex card. The Three of Swords is rarely a welcome sight. Its wrath may come in the form of lies, betrayal, cheating, or heartbreak. There will be emotional entanglement and confusion. Do not try to make any decisions while in this state. Wait for your heart and spirit to mend. Okay. Okay, were any of Venstra's guns going to be transported towards Box Elder County? Six of Cups. Childhood past, childhood memories, your roots. Don't let your past hold you back. Somebody you've known for a while, or things that you've known for a while. That is my very last question, you guys. So, oh, my leg is so dead. Ouch. Oh, it hurts so bad. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Ooh, okay. So, that was my last question I wrote down. But I just wanted to just really quickly, use a few, just two oracle decks that I thought would be pretty dang good for this case for Dylan Rounds. We're gonna ask about possible direction. First, I've got the Enchanted Map Oracle. So let's ask, can you possibly give us an idea of where Dylan is, please? Can you give us a possible idea of where Dylan is, please? Sad Embrace, number 45, that adds up to a 9. I keep thinking he's within like 4 to 5 miles of his freaking farm, or 4 to 5 minutes, 40 to 50 minutes, or something like that. I think he's like within like 4 to 5 miles possibly of his own ranch. But that adds up to a 9. 9 is that a wish her to the universe. Could be that overindulgence. Okay. It says sad embrace, and she's all sad, and it looks like ice cold under the moonlight, under the stars. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to pull from my brand new Shaman Wisdom Oracle, because this has directions in it and plants in it. So I'm so excited. I haven't used it for any readings yet, but now I'm going to. Can you give us a direction of where Dylan is from his farm? Thank you. Can you give us a direction of where Dylan is from his farm? Ooh. Ooh, we got 2 cards. They're both, oh my gosh. They're both plants. The first one's 26 and the next one is 36. So 26 adds up to 8. 8th house is sex, regeneration, death, rebirth. This is Golden Seal. It says masculine, south sun, fire. Fire. We've gotten fire throughout this whole reading. Oh my gosh, you guys. And this one is 36. Remember, oh my gosh, in part 1, I got 2 cards. One was 3 and one was 6. And I'm like, it reminds me of 369 or something like that. And look, 36. Are you freaking kidding me? 36. And it reminds me of, or it can add up to a 9. 9. Single independent energy, a wish for the universe, overindulgence. It's a 9th house, spirituality. Oh my gosh. And it's nettle. It's masculine, west, fire, Mars. Oh my gosh. I've been thinking that he was southwest of his freaking farm this whole time. I swear he's southwest of his farm, possibly 4 to 5 miles or 40 to 50 minutes or something like that. Look at that. Golden Seal 26. You guys, I'm going to read this out of the guidebook. Oh my gosh. Golden Seal, masculine, south, sun, fire. Both of these cards are fire. And we've got one south and one west. So here we go. Golden Seal, masculine, south, sun, fire. I am Golden Seal. I am power root. I am one of the most versatile of plants. My roots are used for digestive problems, ulcers, cankers, or any open wound. I help get rid of what upsets you. My medicine for you is to help you heal that which is causing the internal pain. What or who is getting under your skin? Open your eyes and get to the root of the problem. We just had the root. We've had roots, the tree of life. We had that 6 of cups with the tree with the roots. Okay, roots grow in the ground. Okay, he may be in the ground. All right, open your eyes and get to the root of the problem. Your ability to communicate will bring you the abundance and prosperity you are seeking. Okay, did you see that Golden Seal, masculine, south, sun, fire, okay? All right, now we have number 36, nettle. Masculine, west, Mars, fire. I am nettle. I am purification. If properly handled, I offer strength and healing. I take the sting out of the problems of the heart. I am the tonic that keeps the flow of emotions in check. I know, phone, you're dying, okay? Okay. Protect yourself with the fire of the nettle. Injury may result from problems or issues that are not properly handled. Both of these represent injury. Injury. All right. I think he's southwest. I think he's 4 to 5 miles possibly, or 40 to 50 minutes, something like that. Can I get one last enchanted map oracle card, please? One last enchanted map oracle card for Dylan. Oh no. One, please. One, please. Can I get one last enchanted map oracle, please? Slow and steady. Number 12, that adds up to a 3. 3 can be communication, commitment, contracts, cooperation. The 3rd house is communication, transportation, and journeys. I'm talking about journeying, slow and steady. Okay, guys. S for south. This slow, S for south, it ends with the W. West. All right. There it is, guys. Okay. One last blessing card. This has been pretty crazy, especially part 1. It was like, what the heck's going on here? I'm getting smoked out over here and everything. Fire. Okay, one last blessing card, please, for this reading for Dylan. Dylan rounds it. Almost knocked over the 45 sad embrace. S again, sad south. All right, but it has an E for east. I don't know. Okay, I'm not taking it too literal. What's the last blessing card? Detachment. It says, according to spiritual law, you can have anything your heart desires. However, if your happiness, sense of security, or feeling of power depends on someone or something in your life, then you are attached to that person or thing, and it is a chain which binds you to a lower frequency and keeps you stuck. You may be stuck in the earth. Your guidance is to ask the angels to help you cut the cords that tie you to the people, things, and emotions. When all attachments are released, you can no longer be manipulated emotionally. This enables you to reclaim your power and be genuine. It reminds me of the Queen of Wands, the fire energy, reclaim her power. Free your spirit and that of others. Let go now. Affirmation: I release everyone and everything. My spirit is free. Oh, Dylan, I really hope so. You guys, how crazy, how amazing, how incredible this has been. So that is that. This is it. That was the reading on Brenner and Venstra. Again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you guys for being here. If you've seen anything else, got anything else, please comment, let me know. Thank you guys so much. Lots of love and light to you all. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with another reading. And this case was brought to me by a wonderful subscriber, Chapara. I hope you don't mind me shouting you out. Thank you. It's going to be on Maya Millet. So I'll be back with that one, and I think that case is like mind-blowing, crazy. Okay, I cannot wait to do a reading on it. I might be able to do it tomorrow. We'll see how long these upload. And yeah, all right guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Love you guys. Big hugs.